Hey, I'm Brendan with RevZilla, joined here by my buddy Pat, and today we are checking out the First Manufacturing Commuter Jacket, and of course this is available at RevZilla.com. So the First Manufacturing Commuter Jacket, you've got a 0.9 to 1.0 full grain cowhide leather main construction. So excellent abrasion resistance with this jacket. I like the distressing that you see here. It's very timeless. It's going to age very well with regular use and time as you ride in it, as you sweat in it. So keep that in mind. This is something that is going to break in well because it is that leather main construction. You do have a removable thermal liner on the inside as well, so that's going to help you stretch your season. And I think this is better suited towards the cooler riding season. You can wear this in the summer, but I would certainly make sure that you're sticking on the highway to get some airflow. You do have some direct vents right here at the chest, but that's really about it. So it is going to be better suited towards the cooler riding season. Think spring, think fall, and depending on your region, you might be able to wear this in the summer, but I think you're going to be better suited, or most riders would be better suited with a textile or something that has a bit more perforation to get that airflow moving through the jacket. But before I get going too long here, I do want to take a second. Let's talk about the overall fit. I've got Pat here. He's about 220 pounds, 6 feet tall with a 44-inch chest, currently wearing a size large in this particular jacket. You can see it fits him very well. Nothing feels restrictive. He's got some comfort room built in as well. And knowing this is something you'd want to utilize on a cruiser, you know, your arms might be up a little bit more in that more upright riding position. So a very comfortable fit. I would certainly say this is fitting true to what that sizing chart is going to recommend. In typical First Manufacturing fashion, I should say, it is more of an American cut. It's not super Euro or anything like that. Certainly a bit more on the relaxed side of the spectrum. But again, get your measurements, reference a chart, you should be all set. Now keep in mind, this jacket will ship to you for free, and as always, we do have our price match policy in place that is there to ensure that you're getting the best deal around, so make sure you're taking advantage of that. Starting at the top here, we've got a leather lined collar. I would have loved to see a little bit of neoprene around that just to make it a little bit more comfortable against the skin. That's just my personal preference. As we work our way down the shoulder, you can see we've got this accented stitching here. No armor again is included in this jacket. I think that is worth noting. So if you want to add in the armor, it is something that is sold separately. It's about $25 for the shoulder, then you're looking at $25 for the elbow, and then they have a back protector for $25 as well. And all of those are CE level 2 rated. I believe it's about $25. Don't quote me on that price because things change, but I believe it's right there at that price point. I will say the First Manufacturing armor is very comfortable, so it moves very well. I wish I had a little bit more perforation, but I'm not going to knock it too much for $25. Personally, I'd like to see the price go up a little bit for the jacket and just have it included. You know, it's one of those things, some people love it, some people toss the armor out of their jackets, to each their own. Now as we continue working our way down the shoulder to the elbow, you can see we've got some additional accent stitching, a little bit more reinforcement at the shoulder as well as the elbow. And then we have a simple snap right there at the wrist, and then a simple zipper, very easy to manipulate as you need to do so. Right there at the chest, I mentioned it briefly, but you do have some direct ventilation. Just remove that thermal liner. You'll get some airflow moving through the jacket. 2 hand warmer pockets, very straightforward. But again, not gonna be the best option in those summer riding months. You can certainly do it on the highway, but as soon as you get in stop and go traffic or you're running through town, you know, one stoplight to the next, it's really just not gonna be the best option for you. Pat, go ahead and face that direction for me, sir. Strike the riding position. Something I'm always looking for are gussets right here at the shoulder. It just helps with the overall comfort. I wanna see stretch. I wanna see something, relief stitching. They've got some nice gussets incorporated with this jacket, which is great to have. And then you can see some exhaust vents. These are kind of unique. They're kind of really tucked away there, but that is going to be an exhaust vent. Your shoulder does tend to build a bit of heat in this particular area, so I think it will help move some of that heat out of there and allow it to come out. But it's just a unique design, not something we see all of the time. We do have a little bit of adjustability on the waist as well, so if you need to cinch that down, pull any excess material, you can easily do so. Pat, go ahead and face the back for me, sir. No back protector is included. As I mentioned before, you do have the pocket on the inside. You can easily throw that in there. There's really no pops or reflectivity or anything like that on the entire jacket. Just a very classic V-twin cruiser style jacket. Slight drop seat as we get closer to the rear, just to give you that additional coverage in the riding position like we typically see with most motorcycle jackets. Pat, go ahead and face the front for me, sir. Take a quick look here on the inside so you can see that removable thermal. This is something that zips right out. You can see it's kind of that U shape starting over over there on the left. So you unzip that, very easy to remove. And you'll also find 2 concealed carry pockets, just simple snaps to get in there. So if that's something you're looking for, that is a feature that this jacket will provide you with. Underneath this thermal, you're just going to find a simple 3D mesh lining underneath there just to help promote some airflow and create some space between your skin and the leather jacket itself. Pat, you can go ahead and zip that up for me, sir. Very classic design. Again, I love the distressing. I love the cowhide leather main construction. It's nice and thick, but it's something that's going to break in really well and distress really well with regular use and time. If you have any additional questions about this jacket or any other gear you might be interested in, click that info button. That's going to take you over to RevZilla.com. And of course, you can always reach out to our gear geeks. Give them a call at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot over an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thanks for hanging out with Pat and I and taking a closer look at the First Manufacturing Commuter Jacket. I'm Brandon. Keep it pinned.